Hello, everybody. Teachers Valeria, Margot, and Miguel, welcome all of you to our English class. This term will be working by Google Classroom. So, let's see the structure of our class. Here you have the welcome message. As you will see, it is a warm welcome message. Moving on, here we have the attendance chart. Remember that any absence should be justified just with the teacher, and you should attend at least at 75% of the classes to pass the course. Then we have the rules on participation in our sessions. And these are our synchronous session rules. Be punctual. The class starts at 9 o'clock. Participate in class for grades. Give the opportunity to participate to other students. And finally, be respectful.
This is Teacher Margot. I'm going to present boundaries for safety and privacy. First, do not share the session links with other family members, except parents. Second, any person who is not a student won't be allowed to enter the class. And finally, advice. If a student has trouble keeping their microphones on, they are allowed to silence them to keep the privacy of the class. Let's move on to expectation for respectful communication with students and teachers. Students should write in the chat books when they want to participate. Students must pay attention to the indication from the teacher. We are going to give you a prudential time for thinking about the activity and ask for any votes about it. Students should have an appropriate space for studying in the classes to avoid external noise. In case not, students are allowed to turn off their microphones if they are not asked for participation. Now, let's go with Teacher Valeria.
Now, as you can see, in this part, we have the days and hours to respond to your question about any homeworks. We will respond to your question in 2 moments. First, during the synchronous class on Mondays, and also during the asynchronous class from Tuesday until Wednesday from 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Now, let's move on to our activity for this week.
This is a schedule for the week. On Monday, we will have our virtual session, a synchronous class by Meet. On Thursday, we have our asynchronous class, and finally, on Friday, we have the presentation of the infographics. Let's go to the first activity.
So, for the first part of the activity, we want to introduce the theme of the class. And we are going to share you the link of the platform Mentimeter so that you can collocate your opinions. After that, through answer, we can get to know their perspective about the different actions to prevent the spread of coronavirus. And then you will share your opinion with whole the class. Teacher Miguel, tell us, what is the second activity?
Okay, this is the second activity. You will watch a video to respond to a list of questions in a worksheet. Then, the whole class will participate to fill each activity of the worksheet. You can write your answers in the chat box or you can participate orally. When you finish, you will be divided into 4 groups of 5 members each for the breakout room. Each group will be assigned a theme like hands washing, social distance, wearing a mask, or quarantine. You will have 5 minutes to reflect about your theme and you can add some recommendations about it. Finally, each group will have to explain to the whole class their reflections and recommendations.
In this part is a synchronous class. You are going to make a presentation of one infographic about COVID. Call it Protect Yourself and Others from COVID-19. This will evaluate as a following. Grammar, 5 points. 5 points, organization of information. 5 points, vocabulary, and 5 points, creativity. So, this will be everything. We hope you enjoyed this activity. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.